I would see, I think that the United States is doing contradictory steps because the United States also called for ceasefire, and Blinken yesterday said that he is working on that daily. So nobody knows how the American mind is dealing with the situation, and the steps and moves are extremely contradictory, and internally there is a polarization in the United States as we have seen. It is a little bit chaotic in the decision-making process, I think, and I hope they all take the easy thing that, okay, let Israeli do whatever and we support them, and let the Israeli do whatever. This is a very wrongful stance from the United States, from my own point of view, of course.
So, sir, the assassination occurred less than 24 hours after Hezbollah's most senior military commander was also killed in an Israeli strike on the Lebanese capital, Beirut, in retaliation for the deadly rocket attack in the Israeli-occupied Golan Heights. How do you see this?
Actually, it reflects how extremist the mentality that really lead to this kind of acts. When you have you aggress on the sovereignty of two states now, Lebanon on one side and Israel on the other side, and this is in addition to killing of leaders. And I said the assassination of leaders will never end because there will be another array of leaders who will be far more stronger. So it's a total self-defeating strategy by the Israelis.
So, sir, what other international movements can prevent the security situation in the region from getting out of control and put an end to the policy of brinkmanship other than the UN Security Council?
Actually, it would lead us to the very old statements and old proverb, the chicken or the egg. We need repair and reform for the United Nations to be stronger, to be much more influencing. We need to repair and reform the veto system. The system of the Security Council is very authoritarian, and it is chaotic because any good resolution could be torpedoed by the veto. But when you go to the General Assembly, you can find more democratic by it is how many people agree on that, and so resolutions are being passed by consensus almost, or by a great number of people. So it's much more, the General Assembly is far more democratic. For me, as a political scientist, I would like to have a quick reform and a quick repair for the Security Council because it is so authoritarian, so stubborn. The resolutions are very difficult to be taken. The fair-minded resolutions, the overwhelming majority supported resolution would fail to succeed. So we are in a state of stagnation, a state of inaction regarding guarding the world peace and keeping the whole humanity at stake.
So, sir, addressing the heartbreaking humanitarian situation in Gaza, how to push forward the quick implementation of UN resolutions and facilitate entrances of aid to the Strip?
Actually, there should be some, as I've said, there should be some quick response for having a stop on the war in Gaza. A ceasefire agreement should be reached. Efforts should continue with complex diplomacy that would really work out. And this is the work of foreign ministers to go out of box, to go out of traditional way of dealing with things. And I hope they will succeed in that.
So finally, I'd like to thank you, Dr. Hassan Wagih, international professor of political science and international relations at Al-Azhar University. Thank you, Dr. Hassan, for being with us today. And the viewers, the show break will be back to continue our segments in the breakfast show, so stay tuned.
Spain dominated the Dominican Republic from the early stages and went ahead in the 24th through Fermin Lopez. The debutants equalized as Angel Monteduca scored the first Olympic goal for the country. Alejandro Baena restored Spain's lead and Miguel Gutierrez tapped into an empty goal to seal the win over the Dominicans, who were down to 10 men before halftime after Edison Azcona's red card. Argentina earned a 3-1 win over Iraq in Lyon in the second match day of the men's Olympic soccer tournament. Argentina recovered from their chaotic opening loss to Morocco and boosted their chances of reaching the next round as they went top of Group B on goal difference. Spain clinched a quarter-final spot with their second Group C win. Javier Mascherano, Argentina's side, opened the scoring after 14 minutes thanks to a Thiago Almada volley, but Iraq equalized with Ayman Hussein's header seconds before halftime. Novak Djokovic set up a potential Olympic Games blockbuster with Rafael Nadal as French Open champions Carlos Alcaraz and Iga Swiatek made winning returns to a rain-swept Roland Garros. Djokovic, chasing a first Olympic gold to add to his 24 Grand Slams, brushed aside Australia's Matthew Abden 6-0, 6-1 in just 53 minutes under the roof of Court Philippe Chatrier. Alcaraz, fresh from defeating Djokovic in the Wimbledon final, eased past Hadi Habib of Lebanon, while Swiatek enjoyed a straight sets win against Irina Camelia Bigos. Qin Yuan and Chang Yani began China's bid to capture all 8 women's Olympic diving golds by winning the synchronized 3-meter springboard event. First time Olympians Chen and Chang finished on 337.68 points. Chen and Chang kicked off the competition with a back dive in the pike position to loud cheers from the fans. Americans Sarah Bacon and Cassidy Cook gave the Chinese Diu a scare after scoring equal points in the second round. The Americans fell short in following dives, however, and took silver with 314.64 points. Japan's Natsumi Tsunoda won the gold medal in the women's under 48 kg judo at the Paris Olympics, while Yildiz Semetov of Kazakhstan won gold in the men's under 60 kg category. Luka Mikadze of France took the silver after being defeated by Smetov, while Ryojo Negamaya of Japan and Spain's Francisco Garrigos earlier won the bronze medals. In the women's extra lightweight category, Mongolia's Bazanko Bavodori took silver after her defeat by Tsunoda.
you.